Man, what the hell? Hey, beautiful people.
What's
What up,
happening?
my
What's
boy?
happening? Hey man, you know,
Man, I
same
can't
old,
call
same
it
old, boy.
another day, another dollar is what they say, right?
Yes,
Something like that.
sir.
Something like
No, I'm
that.
trying to get two.
Hey, yeah, man.
Ew, bro,
Yeah,
just
man.
got off the road, man. Been traveling. Unfortunately, had to go up for funeral. Grandfather on my wife's side passed, man. Shout out to Grandpa John. Was able to go up there, man, and have the beautiful services and stuff, man. So went up to Alton, Illinois, right outside of St. Louis, on the other side of the bridge. Um, for recreational purposes, I had a great time. Had a great time. Had a great time. Had a great time. Really
Yeah,
did.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really did. Really
I
did.
definitely understand.
For the for the situation that it was though, man, we did have a good time, man. Like a lot of family, seeing a lot of people. That was my first time going. Me and my wife been married 6 years, and now we've been together 13.
Woo!
I had never been to her
That boy
grandparents' house, bro. I had
graduating.
never been to her grandmother's house. And her grandmother has this big party every year for Labor Day, and we've never been, bro. So it was my first time being able to go up there. Huh?
That's a far move. I mean, going to Illinois,
You know,
going to
an
Georgia.
8 hour drive. So I can't even flex. Me and my
Oh
wife,
wow, yeah.
anything 8 and under, we good with. We'll
Oh yeah.
drive it. So for us to be that close and not have been up there, I felt bad. So being up there though, man, it was cool. Literally, it was cold. You know what I mean? Y'all down here, and I see people in the South in the 70s, 75. I'm looking at Jeeps with the top off and doors off, people having a good time. Bro, it's up there, bro. It's in the 20s. I'm cold. Boy, I'm outside shaking. I'm like, oh boy, I ain't built for this Midwest in February, January. No. That was my first and last time ever going up there in the cold during the cold time. I promise. But no, man, we had a good trip though, man. Good trip, good drive,
That's a different code, ain't it?
bro. Woo! I couldn't even
That
tell
wind blow
you,
a
bro.
little different.
Listen, that wind started blowing, bro. Your bones just go shaking inside, bro. It just, like I just said, the cold goes straight to your bones. Ain't no skin. Your skin ain't even cold. You just feel it deep down in your soul, like, bro, you ain't supposed to be outside. And y'all, I'm like, look, I'm looking at people in shorts. I'm looking at people in shorts. I'm like, hell no,
Hey, bro.
hell no. You know they ain't look like us, but I'm just saying, y'all got shorts on, and it's 20 degrees, literally in the 20s. Yeah, bro.
It's different.
I ain't built for it. A lot of going on in these sports worlds, though, man.
Yeah,
Especially,
bro.
like,
Yeah, bro.
whew.
Where do we start off? I mean, look, we can start off with let's get the draft and stuff out the way, right?
Yeah.
Or you want to start with the Lamar thing?
Well, you know what? Free agency will impact the draft because, I like the way the NBA does it. They're better than I think any other sport. Most sports, they have the draft first, then you have the free agency period. So I kind of prefer it to be this way, especially like the NBA. They do their draft early in the summer, and then they have the after that they have the free agents come in, I believe. So baseball does it the same way. Baseball does their draft in the middle of the season. So kind of how can you feel your need and you don't know what your need really is? So baseball is more of a projected for the future type thing. NBA, if you're not within the first 3 to 5 picks, nobody really knows who you are, what you're gonna do in the league. It's very rare that you have somebody, Draymond Green, a second round pick that comes out and is able to ball and turn into a star. You do have those type of stories, but in the NBA during the draft, you already know the storyline of the draft is the first pick or the second pick or the third pick. But though usually within the first 3 to 5 picks, that's the story of the NBA draft. I think the NFL, man, the way they sell the draft and the way we have it set up, everybody wants to know what team first round pick. Every first round pick, 1 through 32, gets its own like storyline and polarized. I think the NBA, I mean the NFL, is just doing it way better than anybody else, bro. And I think it is proving it time and time again how they got the draft set up now. It's going from city to city. People buying tickets to go to the draft. You have a whole event now, like the Super Bowl. You got a whole week set up for the draft. So the NFL is just a blueprint, bro. That's what it is. NFL draft time coming up. Everybody looking at mock drafts. Everybody's mock drafting. So, you already know what time it is for us. I've seen people go from Bijan Robinson with the Falcons at number 1. At number 8, I've seen people go with the defensive end out of Texas Tech. I've seen people say the defensive end from Florida. I've heard people say Jalen Carter. I do think the first overall pick, the number 1 pick, will be a quarterback. Now, I don't know if it'll be the Chicago Bears, but I do think it'll be a quarterback taking a pick. I think the Colts will come up and get a quarterback. That's my opinion.
Chicago Bears said we riding with Justin Fields, or at least they're not trading him supposedly. So, until they prove us wrong, they may be like, look, we're going to get the best, or we're going to trade back and get more pieces, which wouldn't make sense because you have a lot of talent in this draft. I mean, you always have talent come out the draft. Everybody says that every year. It's a whole lot of talent. Excuse me, but every year is talent. Like it's 3-4 deep. But wide receiver wise, you have some guys. You have Jalen Hyatt, right? Who had a great year last year. He's a 5th.
I don't like Hyatt, bro. I'm with you. I just don't like Hyatt.
I'm not really sold on him. I think it was more the system. But Jordan Addison is coming out. And Jigba Smith. You have names that's coming out that are going to be number 1 guys. So I think if you're the Bears,
Joey Porter Jr. They're talking about the Falcons with Joey Porter Jr. I think he probably is he the best cornerback in the league. I mean, coming out, I think so. I would put him up there, bro. But I think he'll play more safety. I think he'll play more safety in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah, Chris, this is my pod, bro.
What's up, Chris? Man. Appreciate you tuning in,
mate, man. We got a game today. You know what I'm saying? It's cold tonight. Ooh, a little wet.
We're
gonna get out there on that field. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Roy City Reptiles. Man, we're gonna get busy today. Skinning pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? Put a little Vic on them. Should wear a Vic shirt out there.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. Hey, I'm with it, man. Y'all boy, go out there and do your thing, man. Know what I always tell you? I need you next week. So don't go out there and get.
Look, boy, you see, I always got something wrapped up, boy. I always got something wrapped up, boy. I'll be wearing the cast out there. You know what I'm saying? My temporary cast, but it'll be wrapped up. So when I club somebody, it won't.
Boy, you crazy? That what it's for.
That's what I'm wearing it the whole time. But yeah, man, so the thing that caught me right for the last 8 months, first pick has been Jalen Carter, Bryce Young, Jalen Carter, Bryce Young, like that's it. And then you start hearing CJ Stroud's name. Then you start hearing, pretty much them 3. Then all of a sudden, 2 weeks ago, I see CBS put projected number 1 Anthony Richardson for the Colts. Now, of course, the Gator fan of me, you know what I'm saying? The Gator fan of me is like, yeah. But the fan in me also, the football head is like, it's a lot that comes with that number 1 pick, my boy.
Man,
it's a lot of eyes, it's a lot of scrutiny. And while I think he is a while I think he is a great talent, as far as
it might be like I can't sell him because again, like people when we talk about the Lamar argument, look at what's around him, look at the team, look at who he's going against. So you sit here and a dude argue with me talking about Lamar hasn't been able to beat Pat Mahomes. I said, well, coaching matters. I said, and he has Andy Reid. He has a superior coach. I said, Lamar Jackson got a special team coordinator as a head coach. Greg Roman is running the offense. Greg Roman ain't never proved he could do nothing like Andy Reid or Eric Bierman, whoever you want to say calling plays. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm just saying, like you can't really put the same. That's apples and oranges. So if you give Lamar those weapons, I mean, Lamar's never had a Tyreek Hill. He's got Andrews, but Andrews ain't Kelsey. Not by far. They even went and got the man Juju. Y'all didn't even. Lamar had Hollywood Brown, and we seen when Hollywood got out the other Arizona. We seen what it was, bro. It ain't what it is.
A waste of speed, boy.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. You be looking at his hands.
Like Duvernay. You gave him like Sammy Watkins, laughter.
No, man. Joe Burrow got Jamar Chase. Now, I know it because of the ACL. That's the only reason they were picking that. Whatever. Ain't got nothing to do with
Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. They have a core.
Thank you. Lamar has never had nothing like that. So, I say all that to say, you take Anthony Richardson, put him in the Florida. Florida the last few years, y'all been on. Come on. Y'all ain't been what y'all supposed to be. So, for him to even play to that level he played was damn near Superman-ish. So now you put him in a pro system. Remember what we all said about Jalen Hurts. You're taking Jalen Hurts' offensive coordinator and making him the head coach over here. Yep. So now Jalen Hurts, offensive coordinator, look at Jalen Hurts and Anthony Richardson. You might want to, I can see exactly why the Colts want to go up there and get it. Now, I understand what the Colts are doing that way. I understand his mindset of thinking I can get Anthony Richardson to do the same thing they're doing. I even got a Jonathan Taylor back here behind him. They ain't got that in Philadelphia. I got a wide receiver. I got
Pittman, Jelani Woods,
like Alex Moe, the tight end. So now I'm starting to sit here and look at it, and I'm sitting here thinking like, if I'm the Colts, shit, the Bears, what do you want for me to come up there and get that pick? I don't want nobody else to even having the chance to get Anthony Richardson if I'm the Colts. So I can understand that. I would do that too. Because if I'm thinking this is my guy, look at what Philadelphia's got. I've got everything around him, I think, already for a ready-made situation. I just got to put the system in, give it 2 years, and the Colts could be the Eagles right now.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like, is that your guy? So when I think of Anthony Richardson, right, you have, and because I got to watch him over the time. So, you get to see his highlights where he does the Utah game, he does the jump, fake throw, spin, come back, dart to the guy. He can fling it 75 yards. I mean, just back there and just whoop, 75 in the air. Easy. Velocity. But it's the little things like the touch. Where he showed that he had, it's like it's there, but it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't quite there yet. But you know what I'm saying? And I think when you look at a guy that's 6'5", 245, 50 pounds, run a 4.4, maybe 4.3 at quarterback and can run and jump and run you over and throw it, like you just don't get prospects like that coming out at quarterback. So I see why it's a very boomer bust thing. But when you see and your offense is built on a running quarterback. Now the thing that makes me nervous is Anthony Richardson has a history with nagging injuries. Not a lot of big like ACL tears, things like that. But it's like, knee, like little knee, little ankle, little shoulder. You're going into a very physical division. Very physical. You're going against the Titans defense. You're going against the Jaguars' new defense. You know what I'm saying? So the Texans, they be balling now. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to be able to take those lumps and bruises if you're going to make him a Jalen Hurts type guy. Because Jalen Hurts' accuracy was never a problem. It was his arm strength, kind of decision making. So it's going to be interesting to see Anthony in that role. But he goes to number one, man. I hope they get another weapon around him because they need one more to replace T.Y. They need that big field threat. But the defense is on point. I mean, on the other side, your defense is – that's why I always said the Colts are a quarterback away. And people were hurt this year. You got Shaquille
They went and tried.
Leonard.
They tried that Matt Ryan. Remember Matt Ryan? I don't know why everybody thought Matt. They said Matt Ryan was going to be a perennial MVP, and the Colts will definitely make the
All you had to do was
playoffs.
just, I had to do was hike it, and we didn't know that him throwing the 15 yards is going to be a duck. that's the issue.
Y'all don't want to listen,
15-yard
Steve-O.
duck.
Steve-O told
15-yard
everybody,
duck.
bro. I told y'all.
So if that happens, right? So what does that do to the rest of the round? Because so you had Jalen Carter potentially going at number 1. If that goes away, Anthony Richardson goes at number 1. Houston Texans pick at 2. Who do you go with?
Bryce Young. You better not play around with Houston. Don't do that. Don't play around like that. You mess around. Y'all did that a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Now Houston did that a couple years ago, and they chose. I can't remember what they chose. They chose a defensive lineman or something. They chose somebody a few years ago. They had a chance to get, and they didn't have a real quarterback.
Oh, they got Derek Stingley.
Yeah, take your quarterback, bro. Take your quarterback.
Yeah, and then third pick, people are CBS has Jalen Carter going to the Arizona Cardinals. I think they need more O-line than anything, but you can't let a Jalen Carter pass. It's like you need both sides of the line.
I'm okay with Jalen Carter or Bryce Young going too if the Colts know they got their man and they go up there. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with either of them. If you take Jalen Carter, cool, because it's DeMeco Ryans. It's a defensive coach. I understand he really wants to fix the defense first. That's probably where he's going to, play his defense close to heart. Close to his vest. You know what I mean? So he's going to want to make sure the defense is on point. He just came from San Francisco. They got 4 dogs up front that can get after you any game. He's going to want to mimic that from San Francisco to begin his career. So he knows he needs that Jalen. If you get Jalen Carter in Houston, man, come on, man. That defense automatically changes it. You got a guy you can move or a disruptor, a legit for third down disruptor going to Houston. But I'll take my quarterback, though. If I'm Houston, I'm taking my quarterback number 2, Bryce Young. Bryce Young is the second overall pick, period.
Yeah. Now, they got Will Anderson going to Chicago.
Now, if I'm Chicago, do you want to go inside or outside? Me personally, I don't really know Chicago's defense like that to be able to say Jalen Carter would be a better fit here or Will Anderson. Will Anderson can fit in any defense. I'm just gonna put that out there. He can fit in
I think what's going to happen, I think it's going to be some free agency things that Chicago's going to probably do to kind of make their draft make more sense. Because right now you're looking like, if you trade the first pick, you go from 1 to 3, you maybe pick up a 4th, like a 4th this year, a 4th the next year, something like that. It ain't going to be nothing crazy. You need a lot. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to buy into the Justin Fields, you need weapons. You need things that's going to make your quarterback be successful. Free agency going to be the way to do it, man. Like, I don't know how you're going to sell guys on going to Chicago.
A new stadium coming in 2025. That's going to be your only thing. Yeah, I'm going to sell you be in the cold for 2 years, but 2025, we got a brand new dome stadium that we're building in the suburbs.
Like, we're running with our quarterback. He's our guy. And he's talented. Justin Fields is probably.
When is his contract up? Because now we're seeing these quarterbacks in contracts.
I think he has 2. I think this was the second year, right? So he has 2 years left.
With the option.
With the option of the 5th. So maybe 2026. 2026 he can re-up. 2027. So unless he has like an MVP year, he's like
Joe Burrow, because they finna pay Joe Burrow now. They're gonna pay Joe Burrow now.
They got to. Man, it's gonna be interesting, man. So this mock draft, surprisingly, so Will Levis, right? I've been doing some research about these mock drafts. CBS has Will Levis going to Carolina, right? Some other publications have my man dropping out of the first round.
Yeah, I can see that too.
I don't think he's that good. I think he had a good year.
I think he had a decent year, but I
year.
expected more. Like in some of those games that you were in, I really felt like you didn't elevate your game like you were supposed to, not to be a first overall pick. Of course, you might not beat the Georgias of the world, you might not beat the Tennessees of the world, but at least you could be in the game. There are certain throws that I'm like, oh man, I want to see him make. I didn't see it. Even Hendon Hooker. They talk about his game versus Bama, but I didn't. I watched him against Georgia. Hendon Hooker didn't. You didn't impress me. Bryce Young impressed me. Bryce Young Joe Burrow impressed me. I saw those quarterbacks up front, and I was like, oh, yeah, they're that guy. I don't get that same feeling when I'm watching a Hendon Hooker. I don't get that same feeling when I'm watching the Anthony Richardson, the Will Levis. I don't get that feeling. Only thing about Anthony Richardson is his ceiling is so damn high. Like Anthony Richardson could legitimately be what Jamarcus Russell was supposed to be. Anthony Richardson could legitimately be a better version of Michael Vick. Anthony Richardson could be a legit version of like Dante Culpepper, but faster, way faster. Like it's so many variables and so many things that he could turn into. He could be the perfect Vince Young, what we thought Vince Young was going to be in the league. It's so.
And that's the comparison. That's the comparison that people talk about. Like it's not Cam. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like
he's a better thrower than Cam, bro. Cam can't throw that motherfucker in the ocean. Excuse me. Cam can't throw it in the ocean sometimes. And I mean the ocean, we stand on the beach. He can't throw it in the water.
I guarantee you when they run Anthony Richardson's stuff, they're gonna show some of his highlights, and they're gonna show a lot of those throws.
Them highlights
can't hit the ocean.
Watch, bro. Them highlights ain't gonna do it justice. Anthony Richardson's gonna blow up in the combine. When he go out there and run that 4-29 or that 4-3-1, and then he turn around and bench press 20. What they do? What they bench press? 240, 250? What is it? 220. When he do that thing 16 to 18 times,
bro, he's gonna do that. He probably do that like 30, 35.
He's probably preparing like an Olympian just to kill this combine. And when he do, he's dropped his draft stock. It's gonna shoot through the roof.
It's going to be nuts. He is going to be one of those things, kind of how like Marco Wilson was when he came out. Everybody was like, he may be third, fourth round. That boy played him. That boy combined himself to the second round.
Yep.
He had that 42-inch vert. That
Watch what I'm telling you, bro. He's gonna have an incredible long jump, vertical. He's gonna look. I'm telling you, he's gonna kill the combine, my boy. And that's what's somebody gonna. Chicago Bears gonna be like, here goes that number one pick. Who want it?
Right. And now,
because if I'm the Jets, if I don't have to give up the house, if I'm the Jets, maybe I go up there. Maybe I offer them Elijah Moore one because the Jets. I mean, they got more than can't throw to that many people. You know what I'm saying? You got Burrow, the little quick dude. You got so many wide receivers at this point. You need to get rid of one of them, in my opinion, and try to package him up and move up. I mean, even the Olave, if you feel like you can get you another wide receiver in the second round, I might, here go Olave, Chicago. Let me get that first round pick straight up. Olave for the number one pick. I would do that. I don't have to give up. Then I still got my number one pick from the Bears. I'm just giving you Olave, and I still get the pick. Man, come on, yeah. I mean, I'm saying we just swapping Olave for a number one pick for the Jets. Yeah, I take it.
Now I'm gonna go through just a few names before we move on to Lamar. But man, they have Quentin Johnson going to Vegas, the wide receiver from TCU. The boy's 6'4", 215.
I hear that, man. It's with them wide receivers. I think that 40 time will make you or break. So if that 40 time ain't right, I think Hyatt may be the first or second guy. Because I expect for him to run a 4.2 something. I
didn't
really
even have him coming up, so that's why I was like, let me read this joint. CJ Stroud they have going to New York Giants at 8. Tyree Wilson, the Texas Tech defensive end, going to the Eagles at 10. Paris Johnson going to the Titans, which makes sense because they just waived.
Who going 8?
8. CJ Stroud.
To the Falcons?
No. So they have a mock trade that the Giants traded up to get Stroud because Will Levis got picked at 5. Bryce Young and all that.
We'll do that.
Then Jordan Addison getting picked at 12.
Who is that by? Okay, Texas.
Texans. Let's see. Mock trade with the Jets and the Packers. They trade up to get Brian Branch. I don't know that they do that. They already got DBs. Let's see. They have Jalen Hyatt being picked at 21, first round for the Chargers. Joey Porter, 22.
For the Chargers, that must mean they're gonna lose Keenan Allen. Because Keenan Allen is possibly a cap casualty that I would love to see in the Atlanta Falcons uniform. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that boy, that's a lot of height.
Drake,
quarterback.
Pitts, Keenan Allen. Oh man, come on.
Yeah, man. Joey Porter to the Ravens at 22. Joey Porter next to Hamilton and
Hamilton can't stay healthy. I can't say that. Bro can't stay on the field. He can't stay on the field. Kyle Hamlin. I know you're talking about the safety last year that came out of Notre Dame. Yeah. Can't stay healthy.
Jackson Smith and Jigba to the Minnesota Vikings at 23.
I can see it. They definitely need a real number 2 because at the end of the game, you're just looking for 18. Thielen ain't even nobody says Thielen at the end of the game, bro. You leave Thielen open. He ain't talking about that. So yeah, you put him there, or I thought they would maybe take the first tight end off the board.
Oh yeah, I forgot the tight end. I didn't read it. But he going somewhere. Let's see. Miles Murphy to the Falcons at 25 at the potential pick trade with the Giants.
And he from the Gators, correct?
Clemson. No, he's from
Clemson. On wrong orange. My bad.
Yeah.
Listen, they had the Falcons drafting Darnell Washington in the 3rd round too. So imagine in the 1st round, you got Keenan Allen, you got Kyle Pitts, Darnell Washington, and Drake London.
I don't think Darnell Washington drops to the 3rd round.
Me either. I'm just telling you what I just saw.
But hey, crazier things have happened. Drew Sanders.
Depend on that 40 time, my boy. You go out there and run a 4.8, you're going to drop.
Yeah. But you 6'7", 275
I don't care. NFL care about speed, my boy.
Man,
you're gonna be a tackle. You're gonna be a tackle.
You've been the number 1 tackle off the board.
You're going to be a tackle if you come out there and run a 4.8 or 4.7. Go out there and pull out Elijah Holyfield and see what happens.
Ooh,
go out there and do it. I'm just 40 time make and break pass catchers.
Yeah,
just being honest. You're gonna be a possession guy, a man.
They have Drew Sanders going 1st round to the Cowboys, which if you put him next to Micah Parsons, that might be serious.
Dan Quinn having covering backs at the back.
Here's your tight end, Darnell Washington being picked.
I don't see that.
Oh no, sorry, this is a different. Darnell Wright at. I was about to say they got him as a tackle. No, Darnell Wright, but pick 30, running back Bijan Robinson to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, that's gonna be nasty. That'll be nasty, bro. That'll be nasty. The league doesn't need that. I'm just telling you. Because Bijan, you can have a free runner at Bijan in the backfield. He's going to make the first guy miss. So it doesn't matter about blocking when it comes to Bijan. He's one of those rare backs that you don't have to block everything perfect, and he's still going to break off 25 yards. That's just the type of talent that he is. So if you put that in that Philadelphia system with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, you'll have something good for the next 4 or 5 years. Because at one point, you're not going to be able to pay all them guys. So at one point,
Miles Sanders is a free agent, so he gone.
That just makes perfect sense. Then why not bring in the rookie? Let him win Rookie of the Year. It's your Rookie of the Year right there.
Boom.
Philadelphia.
That's it, man. But the closer we get to the draft, we're gonna talk about it more. You know what I'm saying? When things get more, just like Madden, you're gonna have about 8 mock drafts.
Man, listen, bro, we've been mock drafting for the longest. We've been out of the race for a minute. So
right, like the mock drafts really won't matter until free agency is over. Once free agency is over, then you'll see what teams want, what their need, what their strategy is, and then you'll be able to kind of pick. Right now, it's just space filler. Talk about something in the field. How about that duffel bag that Lamar trying to get filled? That boy sent how many contracts to the Ravens?
That man said he got 3. He got 3 different contracts. He treated the Baltimore Ravens to me like the teams treat the players. Like, hey, bro, you got 3 contracts we can give you. Choose one. So he was like, you got 3 options, Baltimore. He go, all 3. All 3 have more guaranteed money than. I think he just feel like Deshaun Watson shouldn't get paid more than him. That's the only. I think it's like a.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it like a personal thing, but he feels like, man, bro, how can y'all just gave Deshaun Watson $300 million or $280 million or however much it was.
Two teams was ready to give
Well,
him
really to do that. So he's like,
250.
nah, bro, I know Atlanta going their bag for me. I know other teams will go in their bag for me. Why am I going to sit here and short myself for the Baltimore Ravens, who have not shown me they're willing to go get me no help? It ain't like Baltimore willing to go help me. It's not like Baltimore is going to go get a number one wide receiver or number one running back. They ain't even got me no running back here consistently that I can hand the ball to.
Fullback for days, boy. Fullbacks and tight ends.
So, as Lamar, if you, like I told somebody the other day, if you want me to be Superman the whole time and do this myself, you got to pay me like that. I'm sorry. You just got to pay me like that. I'm not taking no team-friendly deals. I'm not doing that because I get hurt. What y'all gonna do? Move on to the next person.
And what money are y'all saving? Because y'all ain't spent it on me yet.
Now I ain't seen nobody get signed.
I seen why Patty Mahomes took a deal because you had him Tyreek, Travis. You got him a running back. You got him. You know what I'm saying? What's the fast boy from UGA? Miko. Like you got guys that ball around him. So yeah, him taking the team friendly deal makes sense, which is still a crazy deal. But yeah, if I'm him for the Ravens, nah, you getting taxed, my boy.
Yeah, because I'm looking at Deshaun Watson, and he is getting ready to hit the largest cap hit in NFL history. He's about to tap the Cleveland Browns for the next 3 seasons for $55 million.
Woo!
Guaranteed. Listen, if he throw in the first interception he throw, Marcus gonna have a fit. You hear me? He gonna lose it.
Talk about ain't nobody picking the Browns in Madden for the next 3 years.
I can play with the Browns, man.
I'm not talking about playing.
Not contract wise. Oh nah, you can't do that. If you play
online franchise, you're not picking him. You can't.
No, you can't do that. You can't do nothing with that contract, bro.
That's 150. That's what 175, 170.
Yeah, you can't do nothing with that, bro. You can't do nothing with that, bro. You can't do nothing with it. There's nothing you can do, my boy. You're $170 million cap hit. I'm straight. So when I looked at that contract, I'm like, okay, Atlanta. If you're Atlanta, if you're gonna get in bed with Lamar Jackson, if it's gonna cost me that much, bro, boy, I really can't do it. I seriously can't. Now, if y'all do it, I'm with it. I'm gonna roll with the team. Y'all know that. But at the same time, bro, if we don't structure that deal where it's got to be backloaded, and then you're gambling though with that. This is Lamar. He ain't getting no younger. He's not gonna get younger. He's not gonna get faster or stronger. He's Lamar. He's gonna be what he's gonna be. And can you really gamble on giving him that type of guaranteed money? Bro, there's nothing the Cleveland Browns can do if Deshaun Watson come out there and throw 30 interceptions next year, except roll with him again. There's nothing they can do.
And that's the thing, I think, with the Ravens, with their new helm, I got a new coach. New OC, correct?
But they say they brought the OC in there to appease Lamar.
Yeah. Munkin can, you know what I'm saying, get that going. But it's just one of the things, man, to where I think it's just best if everybody walk away. Because what's going to happen, even if you sign him and give him that money, I don't see y'all not going to have the money to get. I think it's like forcing your hand, but like, are you going to pay me this? If you want me to stay, you're not going to have no money to put nobody around him. And you just stuck in the same thing. Or you get rid of him and you either let him walk free agency or you do a little trade and he goes somewhere for a year and then decide if you want to stay there or, you know what I'm saying, go to a team that he really wants.
And then I don't even think Lamar care about the team too much. I feel like Lamar he can go anywhere and just about win. I feel like he can go anywhere and win. I think he can. And then if you look at the Baltimore Ravens, look at the division. Shit, I probably want to get out of there too. Joe Burrow ain't giving it up. Joe Burrow.
Every other team, I can't think of a team that doesn't have a legit wide receiver, like one, maybe two, like maybe the Texans.
Yeah,
Other
I'm
than
not going to
that,
Houston. I'm not going to Houston.
I mean, yeah, but other than that, the rest of the league has 1-2 receivers.
What if the Raiders jump in there and ask for Lamar?
No,
What you think about that?
I
Y'all
don't
ain't
know.
got the picks. Y'all do got picks. Y'all
We
gave
got picks.
y'all picks to get
We gave
Adams.
up. We gave up the second. We had 2 first-round picks. But
So
we gave up one.
what if the Raiders say, "Hey, Lamar, we want"? I mean, it's Vegas. Vegas, you got one of the greatest shows in the NFL.
His
You got Adams is already there.
His offensive style isn't what we want. I mean, it'll be electrifying to have a Lamar back there, but he's not a Josh McDaniels system guy. Like Josh McDaniels, you got to be able to dissect, sit back. Like I'm going, go ahead, man. Go ahead, give me Aaron Rodgers. Give up that first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Give up next year's second and go get Rodgers for the next 3. What's he got? 3 years left. The next 3 years.
Is he gonna play 3 years, bro? I don't want no quarterback who think about retiring every year. I really don't.
I think it's retiring because of his situation. I don't think it's retiring.
They've given you everything you want.
Now, and they still haven't. What did they give him?
$150 million fully guaranteed.
Right, but who he throwing the ball to? You traded.
That's by your choice, though. That's by your choice because we had to cash out. We could have kept Adams.
No. Before the last several years, what have y'all? They did the same thing to Aaron Rodgers that they're doing to Lamar. They didn't draft my man one wide receiver in the first round, second round, and the last 5 or 6 drafts. They
had Devontae Adams. You got Devontae Adams, my boy.
And guess what? He threw for a lot of yards, and then when the game came down to it, they triple teamed him. Was like, throw to somebody else. And that's where, like, regular season, all right, yeah, that's cool. Playoffs, we about to bracket him for 2 safeties in the corner and a linebacker. Go somewhere else. And they had nowhere else to go.
I don't know, man. I think Lamar have his pick. Man. If Lamar has his chance to go anywhere he wants to, do whatever he wants to, I don't know where Lamar will go. I really don't. So it depends. It depends. If I look at, like I said, if I look at Atlanta and I say, Marcus Mariota won 6 games with that team, pretty sure I could probably win 10 to 12.
Right. And you bank on not having, and the thing with the difference between the Falcons, you can give up some draft capital, right? Because the free agency going to be crazy. If you get this deal done before free agency, bruh, who ain't going to want to go play for Lamar, bro?
You got the money, and you got the money. You got the second most cap space in the league right now.
Bruh, if I'm a free agent and I see Lamar Jackson traded and I'm a pass, it don't matter, bro. Like, I want to be over there. I want to be over
Allen. They say Keenan Allen about to get cut or traded.
Keenan Allen.
Oh, what about your boy, Jalen Ramsey? Also on the trade block.
Now, I would go after Jalen Ramsey if I'm the Raiders. I'll get.
What you giving up?
Contract? If he needs a new contract, I'll give up like a third. If he has a contract, if he has like 2 or 3 years left, then I'll give up like a second.
If it's at least 2 years left, I'm giving up a second round pick. If it's anything less than that, like you said, third or lower, of course, but I probably still flirt with that second if they get to talk ratchet. Because it's Jalen Ramsey. You imagine any rookie you draft over there is going to do worse than him. There's no rookie that you're going to draft that's going to come in and play better than Jalen Ramsey. So if you're thinking about drafting a cornerback or you need secondary help, I might as well go get Jalen.
Don't pay a king's ransom for him. Like, it's one of the things that he available. Let's talk sense. But you're not about to get no first.
But the Rams ain't got no draft picks, so they might be trying to recoup.
Which makes sense. I mean, they got to do that. They got to get rid of a lot of guys. Like, I think they're like a step away from a rebuild. Because
it all depends on Stafford. I think it depends on Stafford coming back next season. Stafford is Stafford, and they're good, cool.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, Aaron Donald ain't sticking around for too many 7-win seasons, 6-win seasons.
He was done this year. He came back to try to win one more. Bobby Wagner's gone. Bobby Wagner is gone. They said they mutually agreed to separate.
Oh, okay.
So, but somehow the Rams always find money. Them boys find money in so many places to get these names and these guys on these contracts for a year or two. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna keep an eye out for Lamar and see what they decide to do with him, because the Ravens hold all the power for real. They can franchise tag him and be like, City.
They already tagged him, so he's already been tagged. So at this point, he's under controls until till next season. But if they don't pick one of those 3 contracts that he sent, then
he wants to. It'll be interesting, because it'll be interesting. So what's next, man? We done went through the draft. We done went through Lamar.
That's just that we wanted to discuss today. The NBA, man, you talk about this NBA, and it's only 25 games left, of course, but the NBA and how they I think Adam Silver said something about he's pretty much through with this load management culture.
Yes,
like Adam Silver is done with that. I said they were going to address it in the new CBA, but I think the owners have probably went to Adam Silver behind closed doors like, hey, man, you got to fix this. We're losing money, because you got to think, me as a family of 4, if my son want to go see LeBron play, I only got one shot when he comes to Atlanta to do that. And guess what? If I pay all this money for these tickets and he doesn't play that game, what are we talking about? So you have a lot of people that not them NBA tickets, that load management. I can see how the owners saying, hey, you guys are affecting my bottom line. So we got to do something about this. So,
but that's our take it or leave it, right? So we about to get down to it.
It's time for Take It or Leave It with KB and Steve O.
Are you not entertained?
Man, the question is, load management. Do you like it or do you not like it? And the caveat with that is, are you looking to protect your investment by resting those players, or do you want the excitement to have your guys playing every game? And are you willing to accommodate that by maybe less games, less back-to-backs?
Are they sitting out games in college when they're trying to get to the NBA? No. So I'm gonna say, me personally, you're getting paid to play ball. It ain't like I'm asking you to go out here and play an NFL game where it's a violent game every day. That's completely different. NFL players don't take load management. You don't see them guys sitting out, and they go out there and get KO'd every week, my boy. You see, I had a problem. John Collins got elbowed last week before the All-Star break, bro. 10 days ago. And he's still in concussion protocol. Tua was laid out stiff as a board on Thursday, and they were talking about letting this man play again come Sunday. Like, bro, are we really catering to the athletes, or are we really just like letting the athletes do whatever they want to do on the NBA side? This is kind of what I'm asking. Because if my medical staff is telling me, and then I didn't even know NBA players now have their own medical staff that they bring with them. Damn the team, what the team staff say, I got my own doctor that I'm going to go see right here with me. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Which is crazy. So college plays about 35 to 41 games a season.
That's true.
NBA plays 82. Now, were they playing 82 back in the glory days of
what?
Like Jordan and all that? I think they were playing.
They played more than that. No, because they had an 80. No, they had an 80 wins Bulls team. So I mean a 60 win Bulls team. So they played just as many games back then. They had a 60 win Bulls team because remember Steph Curry them broke the 96 Bulls record, 95 Bulls record.
Yeah, with the wins, right?
So they played just as many games, and Jordan wasn't taking no load management off. Jordan wasn't resting,
but he wasn't playing against.
And he was smoking cigars and gambling all night.
Now, but he wasn't playing against the level of competition these guys are now.
Everybody was smoking cigarettes and gambling.
I mean, right. And so everybody's doing that. And okay, you may have you got a series coming against the Pistons. Okay, you have a series coming against the Sonics. other than that, have at it, my guy. You're going against the Cavs. You're going against the Heat. You're going against the Milwaukee Brewers at the time. Well, I mean Bucks. Like,
yeah,
you
man,
know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
you. I got you. It wasn't a night in, night out grind like it is now. Like you say, yeah, every game now, everybody has a superstar. Everybody has somebody going at you. But if those players ain't playing, my boy, it's just like that. What are we saying? Like LeBron James, I can understand. He's old. Bro, why is Kawhi Leonard? You don't when do Kawhi Leonard play?
Bro. That
When,
right
bro?
there.
When does Kawhi Leonard play? Bro won that championship in Toronto, and after that, he was like, "Hey, y'all know how good I am. I ain't got to play."
That boy ain't played since.
Like, what are we talking about, bro?
That man ain't played since. And I was talking about him, the next Kobe Bryant.
Oh man, come on. Kobe went out there after he tore his ACL or MCL and still shot the free throw. Most guys would have limped off and cried and put a towel over their head. No, bro. Kobe got up there and still hit the free throw.
Did you see the story about the trainer when Kobe tore his Achilles? So he was like, he was on the court and he heard he was limping to the sideline and the doctor was like, where's the pain? He was like, man, it felt like something. He's like, I heard a pop, felt like something, like something rolled up in my calf, whatever, in my leg. So the doctor was like, all right, it's your Achilles, like this is what it is. We'll get you to the back, you know what I'm saying? We'll see how bad it is. And and he was like, I feel like it rolled up. He was like, well, can you just pull it down and start like pushing down on it? Because it kind of
I know something about
but yeah. And the doctor was like, I've never had anybody ever ask me, can you roll it down like that? And like, and it's rubbing it and like pushing it down. And the guy was like, nah, like that's not a thing. And the crazy thing is he said he popped it, walked all the way down the court to him with the ruptured Achilles, talked, and then he said, well, you can go hit these free throws because if you don't, the other team gets to pick who shoots the free throws. And they were trying to, be in a playoff run. So then he walked back to the other end, shot the free throws, made them both, and then walked out with the torn Achilles. I was like, I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, most people can't walk. You see NFL players when they tear their Achilles, they be head down, towel over their face, cry. Kobe walked to one end of the court, talked to the trainer, told him to rub this shit, make it feel better, put some on it, and then walked right back over there and shot 2 free throws and said, all right, y'all, I'm out.
Look, honestly, for me,
can't make that up, boy. Can't make that up.
I don't I'm not mad really at load management because you're making these guys play more and more games. Preseason, you want them to play. All-Star game, you want them to play. You want them to dunk. You got like LeBron just missed a playoff, last year?
Yeah.
That was his first time, or the first time he didn't make the finals. It was like, that was the first time he had a summer. Like ever, like in like 12 years.
True. Most time, bro, playing D, he probably had to find something to do. Like, damn, what y'all normally doing around this time?
Don't let them play FIBA that summer. Don't let them have Olympics. So you want?
I agree, man. I agree. It's a lot more. They're playing a lot more than they normally would, but they can pay a lot more money too, my boy. They making way more money than what Charles Barkley done made back in the day.
But the owners are making even more.
That's true. The owners the house always gonna win. We know that.
Yeah, but I think that's why some players don't. The players that are complaining about it aren't players who play aren't the prime guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? And especially the older guys. And I think guys are playing longer into their age now because they're taking care of their bodies and they're taking rest. And I think it's a medium. Like, I think you should be able to rest only at home games, and it shouldn't, unless it's a medical thing. I don't think it's something that should be done consecutive nights. Like, if you have a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, pick one game out of that to sit out and let it probably be the Tuesday game. You know what I'm saying? One, for the fans. That's a major part. And two, you got to play. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to play. But I also know LeBron LeBron needs his rest, but he's also about to be 40.
Exactly.
You know, so the older guys like that, unless it's a medical thing where it's like medical documented, shared out to the public and teams, like they have a mild level 3 MCL, blah blah blah. But then I also saw that they're talking about roping in postseason awards to how many games are played. Like you have to play a certain amount to be MVP.
I mean, they should. I agree. Yeah. I agree with that part. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to play 50 games and be an MVP. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, because your numbers are gonna look way better.
Exactly. You know so, yeah, I think they already talked about bringing the number of games down, but then adding like a mid-season tournament. You know what I mean? Something like that. So, NBA always trying to get creative and again, trying to figure out how we can sustain and maintain with the NFL. They had the lowest rated All-Star game in All-Star games history this past week or last weekend in the NBA. So nobody watched their All-Star game. I didn't watch it either. Nobody watched the All-Star game. Nobody watched it.
It's a glorified layup line.
That's all it is, bro. Nobody's watching. So again,
I miss the times of the NBA All-Star when, yes, your first quarter, you know what I'm saying, like y'all playing, it's funny, the dunks, all that stuff. Second quarter, you know what I'm saying, people shooting, you still having fun, entertainment. Shaq dribbling, you know what I'm saying? Let me see Jokic going against, you know what I'm saying, a point guard. Yeah, let's do that. Second half, I want to see y'all ball. I want to see the best of the best going up. I want to see y'all pulling up in each other's face, all that. Ja dunking on Jokic. I want to see Trey Young ain't making.
Want to see a game. Want to see a game in the second half.
Kyrie pull up on LeBron. Giannis pull up on LeBron. LeBron dunk on Giannis. Like, I want to see that the second half. You know what I'm saying?
The whole game. Y'all scoring 179, 180 points, bro. What are we talking about?
Right.
I don't want to watch y'all practice.
That's all it is. That's all it is. We get that. Like, we got the dunk contest. We got the 3-point. We got the skills.
Exactly. If y'all want to do dunks, go to the dunk contest.
Right.
Y'all want to do them in the game.
I've never been a LeBron James should be in the dunk contest guy because he was never a.
I was. LeBron should have been in the dunk contest. When he said it, when he said right now, the only reason I say he should have been in, bro, because he stood up in the middle of the damn dunk contest and said, right now, I'm putting my name in it. Next year, I'm in the dunk contest. That's what he said out his own mouth. Did nobody make him say that? He called the reporter over there and told them folks that, and then didn't do it. That's like, if you wouldn't have said it, I'm cool. But I understand he had more to lose than he had to win.
But it's not even that. Like, when I think of dunk contest,
if he lost that dunk, if he got in a dunk contest, and he would have lost. Them Jordan fans.
LeBron isn't a
I understand.
LeBron has 3 dunks. He has
I'm with you.
Joint, boom. He got the joint, boom. And he got the joint, boom. That's it. That's all you want to get.
I'm with you, KB. But the Jordan stands would have lost their mind if LeBron would have lost the dunk contest. Oh my God. Even though Jordan lost one too, they gonna act like he never did.
All Mike had to do was the
that's it, bro.
And he came and did the
rock the cradle.
That's it. It was just guys that could dunk. It wasn't even, look at Mac McClung, right? Who these guys are best. These guys that do this dunk stuff, they be coming from like high school and they practice trick dunks. You're never going to beat that guy that practices trick dunks for 10 years. That's why John Morant.
That's why I think they ought to have an NBA versus street type setup with dunks. Like NBA players, you get 3 of them versus your 3 street dunks and let them go in.
They'll get demolished.
I'm with you. No, well, I can't say that because if you're the NBA and you're supposed to, like Ja, ain't none of them guys jumping higher than Ja. Now what Ja do in the air, completely different.
That's the thing.
I'm just saying.
You watch these dunk.
Them guys be doing 540s and 360s, and but guess what? You got to hit it right now, and you on TNT. You be doing them dunks in your own goddamn driveway in your own park, which is, I don't know how many times it took you to get that dunk, but you ain't got but one time to miss it.
They had a show with the
I remember that.
For
They did it in Atlanta, bro. They did it here.
Yeah,
I went to a taping. I went to one of the tapings.
Yeah, that joint was wild.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I think but I think players, if you're going to keep it at 82 games and lengthen the postseason and want them to play All-Star and want them to play international on the summer, yeah, man, allow certain guys, allow guys some rest. But there should be caveats to the rest. Like,
should be a home game. Shouldn't be an away game.
Yeah. Let it be a home game. So I'm sure the CBA, when they get together, boy, oh boy, because they're gonna talk about that, and they're gonna talk about the demanding trade stuff.
Yep. Oh no, all this gone. You're not gonna be able to. Oh no.
Like, that's, I think you should be able to demand a trade after you've been in your contract for at least 70%. If you've been in your contract for at least 70%, then after that you can demand a trade. But you're gonna have to do at least 70, like the Feds, baby. You want to do the majority on time.
Sign a 5-year deal. I need at least 3.
Yeah,
need at least 3, my boy. It's just a deal. What it is. I need at least 3. I mean, it's just fair. It's just fair.
Now, of course, a lot of people, I don't know if y'all follow us on Twitter. If you don't, mine's is T2T_KB2. Steve-O, my man, was out of town, but boy, was he not at work. He went scorched earth. You see, he is Mr. Georgia everything. Atlanta on the shirt, Georgia in the background. He was born with a, you know what I'm saying, throwing up the 4, you know what I'm saying, out of graded probably. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely was. Yes, sir.
Definitely a graded baby.
I'm certified. Yeah, I'm certified in the city of Trimmer, but I'm certified.
Talk to him, Steve-O, about this Atlanta sport. We're going to give Steve-O
to
get this off his chest, my boy.
Listen, bro. Listen.
Tired. He tired.
Last few weeks, especially with the Hawks, I don't know what, I said something about the Hawks fan base. Atlanta Falcons, just about all the Georgia fan bases, really, man, you can kind of look at them and see, like, you're not used to winning. Maybe the Braves. Braves might be the only fan base that's kind of not so emo when it comes to like a knee-jerk reaction. So last few weeks, man, this whole Trae Young thing been blowing up. Oh, Trae is not a leader. Trae is ducking interviews. Trae ain't did this. And it's like, bro, I just get tired of these old gatekeepers. And there be these people on these radio stations that don't even be from Atlanta. That'd be the crazy part. Dude from Michigan, come on, bro. And then these people don't look nothing like the athletes. Like, this is an old 65-year-old dude who got the hair on his butt put on his head, like, type situation. Like, you ain't, like, come on, bro. Like, this is not what the representation of Atlanta should be. And then the athletes and they whole families, and they looking at it like, damn, this is what Atlanta do? Damn, this is what Atlanta about? Damn, this is how Atlanta treats black athletes? No, it's not. It's not how Atlanta treats black athletes. That's how the Atlanta media treats black athletes. And the Atlanta media did Michael Vick that way. The Atlanta media did ran a lot of people up out the city, man. You talking about why free agents don't want to come deal with this. You're not New York. We're not LA, bro. You don't have a big enough market or a winning culture where you can go at these players like this. And that's what I be just trying to tell folks. Like, y'all go at Trae so hard, bro. His daddy, it's crazy. His daddy has blocked the radio station that broadcast the games. How his daddy done blocked every radio personality on the radio station and blocked the radio station himself. This is man daddy. The franchise player is got a beef with the radio station that plays the games for the Hawks. Tell me what type of success you're setting up or what type of image you're giving off as a city where our own radio station, the home of the Atlanta Hawks, the daddy got y'all blocked? What type of shit is that?
Hey, man.
Come on, bro. And then y'all want to say, oh, he ain't answer the question. He ain't really answer the question like we wanted him to. He didn't get up there and take accountability. What you want that man to say? And listen, when my boss come to me and ask me what happened, I promise you I ain't never said Steve-O fucked up. I ain't never got up there and said Steve-O did nothing bad. I ain't never got up there and said it was my fault when the whole team is bad. I have never once got up there and said, no, boss, it was my bad. I did this. No, we have to be better. We're going to be better. That's what the man said. He was like, bro, I don't have no problem with Nate. Me and Nate talk. Well, what you do? Well, what y'all talk about? Well, that's a private conversation, and we'll keep it private. Oh, and see, there you go, ducking questions. We just, bro, listen. Go do sports radio in Mississippi or Missouri. I just came from Missouri. They need some help. I promise they sports radio ain't it. Go on up there and help them folks out. Or wherever. He a Florida State fan too, the guy. And I'm talking about Mike Bell, if anybody wanted you go on Mike Bell. Bro, he ain't even got no blue check. I was going off on him yesterday. I said, you ain't even got no blue check. And you an Atlanta sports media person. And you on prime time radio in Atlanta, Georgia. And you ain't even got a blue check, my guy. I said, you can tell the media don't even rock with you like that, Mike. And he got mad. That when he blocked me then, but it is what it is.
My man just put some names on it.
Bro, listen. You ain't even got a blue check, my guy. You just like me at the end of the day. Me and you on the same level on this Twitter thing. I even pay for a blue check if you want to go down. I don't care. You know what I mean? But see, yeah, man, it just I hate it, bro, because the parents, some of the parents, like DeJounte Murray, daddy, follow me, bro. We talk like last night after the game, we tweet, we talking to each other back and forth. Bro, these guys are active on Twitter, bro. They listening to what you guys are saying about their kids. They're listening, bro. This stuff get back to the players. Bro, come on, bro. My own radio station bashing me. Come on, my dog. What we talking about?
Right. Hey, if they listening, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to your kids. Come on the show. You feel me?
I hear Mr. Murray up, man.
I'm 100% when making Steve-O the voice of ATL Sports.
Going for it.
I think it is very true. Like, while you do have to have your antagonist, you know, the guy who argues, you know, that
of course,
your hometown guy got to be somebody that's about the city, about that is going.
Bro, they not from here,
excited.
They not
to get
from
people
here.
excited even when you down. Like, if you know your team is down, right? Or y'all like this, like how the Hawks are. The Hawks are up and down.
Up and down. They literally have a 500 record through however many games they don't play right now.
So you need a guy that's going, when you bring them up, they'll be like, yo, love your squad, come on, support, bring excitement, and it builds up. It's not going to do anything but make everybody happier all across the board. So I vote to put Steve-O on the radio, man.
No, man, listen. And I even interned at a radio in college, bro. So I know how it works.
Look,
I understand how it works, bro. I understand you got to do a job. I just feel like it's a way to do it, bro. And they're not from the city, so it's hard for them to speak for the city. And when the parents and these athletes looking at this like, damn, this is how the city. I'm like, nah, bro, this is not how the city is. This is how he is. This is not the city of Atlanta, bro. They ran his ass out of Texas for a reason on radio. Now he come to Georgia and doing the same thing. Like, bro, Mike Bell, no, you don't have a blue check for a reason. There's no way I've been on radio 10, 20 years and I ain't got no blue check. I don't care what you say. That tell me something right there about you. Everything I need to know. You've been on the radio 20 years, bro. You're old in this radio game and you ain't got a blue check. You're a baby boomer. I think that's what that generation is called. Yeah, you're one of those guys, my boy. You one of them, and you hate millennials. You're always talking bad about millennials and the millennials and this and your social medias, but you on social media just spewing whatever you want to say. Make it make sense, my guy. That's all I'm asking for, man. Atlanta sports deserve a lot more. They deserve a lot more than these out of towners, my dog. That's all. We need people that look like us, that represent the city of Atlanta, that needs to be the ones that these athletes are talking to. They need to be the ones that these athletes are seeing. Not. This ain't 1980, bro. This ain't the 80 Hawks. I mean, this ain't the St. Louis Hawks or whatever they came from. This ain't your Atlanta Falcons of the 70s and 60s when they first started. No, this city is 80% ethnics, whatever you want to call it. No, we need more representation on the radio.
Absolutely.
It's point blank, period.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying about it.
I agree 100%. And like I said, man, Steve-O for ATL Sports Radio. Need to get my boy his his 2 or 3 hours, man, to talk his thing, man. I need to get it up because y'all messing up, man. Y'all about to have Lamar in the city. You already got Trey Young, who's the bad boy now. He like, you know what? I'm gonna embrace this bad
How the
boy
hell
role.
you become a villain in your own city? Come on, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So yeah, man. Shout out to all Georgia, everything, man. We're gonna pop that off coming the spring of 2023.
Look, man, it's all about expansion, baby. It's all about expansion.
Yeah, man.
Toe,
you know.
Hey, look. At the end of the day, man, we're gonna grind. We're gonna do our thing. So look, we reached our time, my people. Steve-O, what you got going on today, my boy?
It is the parents versus coaches in the All-Star games, like a 3-point competition we got for these kids today. So I got to go back and see the kids again, man. And I think I'm playing today too, so I need to go ahead and get stretched out. Game started. I think stuff starts about 11 o'clock, so I'm about to get ready to go up here and get dressed, get myself stretched out, and get ready to go out here and play, man. I get to play today, so hey.
I'm gonna need the
I'm sure the wife gonna have the film out there.
I'm gonna need the production manager over there to.
They're gonna put my son on me, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go. I'm gonna cross him over.
We need some video to roll. We need some video to roll next week. You know what I'm saying? Get just one shot of him making something.
I got you. Yeah.
You know the kids they gonna.
Now one thing about me, bro, I can actually ball. So yeah. We're gonna see today though. We're gonna see. I'm probably one of the youngest coaches. I'm probably one of the youngest coaches that's out there too. So when we do these coaches versus players, yeah. I think it's all the coaches versus all like the top players, like the all-stars. So yeah, we ain't gonna be able to just do our
hack it.
Oh, I'm sorry, coaches. No, it's not coaches. He told me that. Oh, coaches versus parents. Oh, okay. So.
Oh, if it's coaches versus parents, you're like, I told you my son should have.
Listen, bro. Don't hard foul me, bro. I gotta go to work Monday.
Don't worry about me swinging the rebound.
I gotta go to work Monday, bro. Don't hard foul me. But yeah, man, what you got going on? Oh, I got a wedding to go to today, man. Shout out to the newlyweds. What's the name? What's the last name? What's the last name? The who? She don't know. Anyway, her homegirl, one of my wife's best friends getting married, so we got a wedding to go to at 5. We get to put that shit on today. You know how we do.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with it. Wrong with it.
What you got going on today, my boy?
So the kid, he picking bands, so we got to go up to the school. They do this thing where they let you try out a bunch of different instruments. I'm trying to be
drums.
Look, I play the drums. I play the baritone. Look, who just has a baritone sitting next to him?
But everybody got a baritone sitting right there. Wow.
Sitting right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm a band guy. I like instruments. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, shout out to Cookies, sponsor, please.
I did travel. I told y'all I got to have a lot of recreational fun when I was up there in St. Louis. And bro, when I say that, everybody was like, wait, you got in the store? They're like, bro, this is a 2-hour wait. I said, nah, I just went on straight on through that thing and got in there. But the line was out the door. It was like down the street by the time I came out the building. So it's new. It's only been there 2 weeks. So
okay. But yeah, man. So we're gonna go pick his instrument. Or we're gonna get to try out this thing. So
what's up, man?
I'm being open-minded because I want him to play the baritone. But it's different. Woodwind saxophones. He's interested in everything from oboe all the way to drums to baritone, trombone. So I'm just let him have fun for the hour. Then he's going to his first birthday party.
First birthday party
as far as when it's like the home joints. It's like middle school kids.
Yeah, bro.
All that whole vibe. So his little best friend down the street having one. Then I got my game tonight, and
that's right.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Well, I always tell you, I need you that week, so don't go out there and get hurt, my boy. I need you that week.
Look, I'm trying not to get hurt. Give me a week. I ain't played one game against another team this year, and the scrimmage or nothing, and not gotten hurt. So we're gonna make this one. I'm about to tape this thing up. It's gonna look like the club because I got my little cash. I'm about to wrap that thing up. And, man. So we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. But look, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna run this thing back so y'all can watch it. comment, share it, like it, subscribe to the YouTube. We got the short clips coming. Subscribe to the Twitter pages.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be going nuclear on some of the ATL guys on some of them clips, man. I just ain't had a chance to sit down and really do it. But after we get from this wedding today, tomorrow I'm gonna dedicate myself to nothing but media and getting this stuff right. I'm gonna do some more t-shirts so I can get them sent out to you too, man. I'm gonna get all that popped out tomorrow. I'm gonna be at home on Monday, so kind of roll it into tomorrow.
Me too. I'm gonna be home all day Monday. Wife got to get a root canal.
Oh yes,
so I'm off and I'm playing GTA all day.
Great. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, we got a group on that too, man. Toe2Toe on GTA. We got the Toe2Toe. You can join on Grand Theft Auto online. So if you're on Grand Theft Auto, you can join the Toe2Toe team on there as well.
The brand is wild.
We on PS5, baby. We on PS5 and we live. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
Check us out.
Until next time.
Peace.
We out.